There's a pattern that I see over and over again with meta ads. Businesses don't usually fail because they're bad at advertising. They fail because they get overconfident. And meta ads have a way of exposing that overconfidence. Not in a dramatic crash, but slowly, and it costs a lot of money. So if you've ever felt like meta ads suddenly turned on you, there's a good chance that this is why. If you're new to this channel, my name's Christian Jamal, and I've spent well over $100 million on paid ads. And on this channel, I make videos for service-based businesses that are scaling with paid ads. My goal is super simple. I want all of your ads to absolutely print, so let's dive in. Overconfidence usually shows up right after early success. You launch your ads, leads come in, sales close, revenue grows, everything feels smooth. And naturally, your brain locks onto a story. We figured it out. We cracked the code. That confidence feels earned. And at first, it is. But confidence slowly turns into assumption. And assumption is where meta ads start to hurt businesses bad. Not because the algorithm has changed, but because assumptions remove discipline from the system itself. One of the first assumptions overconfident businesses make is super simple. If ads worked at this budget, they'll work at a higher one. So they turn the budget up. They don't think about their response time, their speed to lead, their capacity, what their team can handle, and they just spend more money. And Meta does exactly what it's supposed to do. It sends more traffic, but that traffic doesn't care if you're ready. Meta has no idea how fast you call your leads. It doesn't know how overwhelmed your sales team already feels, so it just delivers more volume without any context. That's when cracks start to show. Response times slow down, follow-up becomes inconsistent, and sales calls feel rushed. Deals start stalling, but instead of seeing those problems clearly, overconfident businesses look at one metric, your cost per lead. And when that number rises, they assume something is wrong with Meta. They start saying things like, the leads got worse, the algorithm changed, targeting isn't working anymore. But Meta didn't change. Your business did. Scaling ads is like driving faster because the road felt smooth earlier. At lower speeds, mistakes don't matter as much. You might hit a small pothole and you still are fine. But then you drift a little and you recover. But at faster speeds, mistakes become much more expensive. Scaling ad spend increases your speed, and speed exposes weak systems. Another assumption that overconfident businesses make is trusting hustle to scale. At low volume, your sales team figures things out. They can remember who every single person is. They follow up manually. They move fast because it's manageable. It works, and that's a normal part of the business. But hustle does not equal scale. Memory doesn't scale. Manual processes, they don't scale. Just stay on top of it. That doesn't scale either. So when your lead volume increases, chaos increases faster than revenue. Sales reps, they don't become worse, they become overloaded. But overconfident businesses, they don't see the overload. They see missed closes, lower conversion rates, so they push harder. More spend, more leads, more pressure, and that pressure pushes the system closer to failure. Meta isn't punishing you, it's reflecting reality back to you. Another dangerous assumption is thinking early success means long-term stability. Early Meta wins are deceptive. At low volume, everything feels clean. You respond fast, you care deeply, you can manually fix any problems. The system works because humans are compensating for flaws, but scale removes that safety net. You can't personally save every single lead. You can't manually fix every single issue. You can't handle your way out of capacity limits. Think about it like this. Let's say theoretically something happened with your booking link and that booking link changed and you needed to update the code. If you were spending $100 a day and it took you 6 hours to figure this out, you might have missed out on $30 to $40 worth of ad spend. But let's say on the other hand, you're spending $5,000 a day. Well, now you just put $2,000 in the trash, right? And that's why having your systems extremely dialed in as you scale your spend is super important, because even a small mistake like that can cost you tens of thousands of dollars if it's not fixed instantly. So as you scale, those potholes, they damage the car a lot more than when you did at low speeds. You can't manually fix every single issue. So make sure as you scale to not become overconfident. Because overconfident businesses assume success will continue on autopilot. Disciplined businesses assume something will break. And because they expect it, they prepare for it. The difference is massive. Meta rewards preparation. It exposes fragile systems. Here's something most people don't realize until it's too late. Meta ads are not forgiving. They don't give you extra time to catch up. They don't slow down because you feel overwhelmed. They just keep sending demand. And when your backend can't convert that demand, Meta adapts. Costs rise, efficiency drops, performance degrades. And that's not punishment. That's not the algorithm. That's just simple math. Meta optimizes towards outcomes. If fewer leads convert, Meta has to work harder to find buyers. Harder buyers cost more, so your CPL rises. Overconfident businesses see CPL rising and assume the targeting is broken. But your targeting didn't break, your conversations did. Another form of overconfidence is ignoring early warning signs. Maybe response time slips from 1 minute to 5, and then from 5 to 10, and then to an hour. Each step feels small, but conversions drop fast when speed drops. Overconfident businesses tell themselves, it's fine, we'll fix it later, we'll hire someone soon, we're bringing on more members to the team. Meta doesn't wait. They'll spend your ad spend every single day. So by the time you react and your performance has already degraded, you're stuck here floating the bill. That's why Meta ads feel harsh. That's why they move faster than most businesses can adjust. So adding more spend without checking for capacity is like stacking weight onto a structure without checking its limits. It holds until it doesn't. And when it fails, everyone blames the platform. But the platform didn't change. The load did. Meta ads punish overconfident businesses because with an increased ad spend, demand scales instantly, but your operations don't. That gap is where most businesses break. The most dangerous mindset is believing Meta owes you results. Meta doesn't owe anyone anything. It's a marketplace. It's the free world. If your business can't convert demand efficiently, you'll just get priced out. That's not unfair. That's competition. The businesses that win long-term are humble. They scale in steps. They watch their backend's health. They respect its limits. They assume something will break and plan for it. So overconfident businesses just assume nothing will break. And when it does, they're just shocked. This is why Meta feels brutal to some businesses and easy to others. The same platform, the same tools, the same buttons, the same everything, except the mindset. Meta doesn't punish smart businesses. It punishes careless ones that are just scaling for the sake of scaling. It punishes ego. The fix is uncomfortable, but it's very, very simple. Before scaling your ad spend, ask yourself, what breaks first if volume doubles? If you don't know the answer, you're not ready to scale. Before increasing your budget, fix your speed to lead, your follow-up consistency, your qualification process, your sales team's capacity, because scaling ads should feel boring, predictable, controlled, intentional. So if scaling feels exciting, you're probably moving too fast. Meta rewards boring operators, the ones who plan, the ones who measure, the ones who spend hours sharpening their axe before they chop down the tree. So when businesses say Meta ads turned against them, what actually happened is this. They stopped respecting the system. Meta didn't punish them. It exposed them, and they just don't like it. That's the lesson in this. Because Meta ads don't fail confident businesses. They fail overconfident ones. Confidence built on discipline scales. Confidence built on assumptions, that just collapses. If you guys enjoyed this video and found something valuable that you'll actually apply in your business to get better results, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.